Gone too far this time, but I'm dancing on the Valentine. I tell you, somebody's fooling around with my chances on the danger line. I'll cross that bridge when I find it. Another day to make my stand. Oh, high time is no time for deciding if I should find a helping hand. Oh, why don't you use it? Try not to bruise it. By time, don't lose. And the lights are flashing on your windowsill. All alone ain't much fun, so you're looking for the thrill. And you know just what it takes and where to go. Don't say a prayer for me now. Save it till the morning after. No, don't say a prayer for me now. Save it till the morning after. I turned on the lights, the TV, radio. Still I can't escape the ghost of you. What has happened to it all? Crazy summer say. Where is the light that I recognize? But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. Moving on the floor now, babe, you're a bird of paradise. Cherry ice cream smile, I suppose it's very nice. With a step to your left and a flick to the right, you catch that mirror way out west. You know you're something special and you look like you're the best. Her name is Rio and she dances on the sand. Just like that river twisting through a dusty land. And when she shines, she really shows you all she can. Oh, Rio, Rio, dance across the Rio Grande.
So once it got big, and it seemed to get big pretty quickly, how did you manage to keep the creativity? How did you manage to concentrate on songwriting in the face of all the distractions that were going on? Because it's kind of unprecedented. I mean, I guess...
Well, I think we had a hard time on the third album with Seven Ragged Tiger. We started it with spending 2 months in a chateau in the south of France while the film festival was on. And then we took it to Montserrat. We took a third journey to Australia, to Sydney, before we could actually get it
It's not
finished.
comfortable, could we?
We kept
And have you written some songs
changed
this time?
everything, and I think we learned about the distraction, and we learned the fact that actually it was difficult, and it would run away if you let it, and we learned how to hang on to it.
It was a very challenging record, Seven Ragged Tiger. When the first single came out, I think we were still working on the album. The first single came out, You Knew It Was Snake, and we were all sitting around a table in Sydney listening to everything. It was all about the chart rundown on Sunday, you know, where was the single going to chart? and the single came in at number 5, and everybody was seriously, is it 5 or 4? We were seriously depressed.
You can live with number 3, can't you?
No. I mean, it was like you had to.
There's something else you'd know it ended at number 1, the third song ever to do it.
Yeah. Where's
it going to go from there?
We were on this treadmill, and everything had to.
The tragedy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
The champagne
business,
just
isn't
didn't
it?
have quite the same kind of fizz that it had before.
A few bubbles had popped before it got to your mouth. But then, of course, there's View to a Kill.
Yeah.
And that was interesting because presumably it was a commission.
Yeah, I met Habib Broccoli, and just in a moment of like the kind of chutzpah that you have when you're 22 and in a really famous band, I just went up to him and said, you know, I was introduced to him and said, when are you going to have another good theme song again? And why don't you let us have it? And he said, call me tomorrow. So I went home, called the guys and said, I've just met this guy, I think we've got a crack at it. And went down to where they were, I went to his office actually in Mayfair, and he got me on the phone with John Barrett. And I mean, he basically said to John, I want you to make this work with these guys. So then we had to write it.
In about a week.
And that was an interesting challenge.
We started writing it we were doing some filming at Shepperton Studio. And Nick had brought a little keyboard with him. And he started with those chords at the top of the song. And I started singing, over the top of that. And once we had that first line, we were off.